Hey there, Pop Geek subscribers. I am Adam Pope, your 5 minute film freak, here to give you a quick review of a new release film for 2024. It is called Quadrant. Quadrant is from Pulp Noir, the new label that is being put out by Full Moon Features. That is Charles Band. He has been the producer, the director of so many series. Do you know the Puppet Master series? Hey, that's Charles Band. Do you know Trancers? What about Evil Bong, Killjoy, The Ginger Dead Man, and so many more? But Quadrant marks his 400th film production. If you can imagine, he has not lost a step. A woman named Erin, played by Shannon Helene Barnes, who is going in to be part of a study with this VR software technology called Quadrant, which supposedly is taking from the mind of the user and creating a virtual environment to their specifications. There are two scientists who are the ones that have created this, who are running this study. There's Meg, who is played by Emma Reinagel, and Harry, played by Rickard Claeson, who are using this VR software. Their whole point seems to be to kind of help people cope with their fears, with nightmares. And then Erin is coming in supposedly because she has this frightening image of a Jack the Ripper victim that she saw when she was a child. But it turns out it's more than that. She likes Jack the Ripper. She wants to get to know Jack the Ripper and really understand his mind. A woman who idolizes a serial killer, and it turns out she wants to become a serial killer. So, using the Quadrant technology, she's getting her fix, but then soon that's not enough. And somehow she merges with it. She's able to actually make her fantasy become reality and cross over into the real world. So, this whole film really has a dreamlike aspect to it when they're in the Quadrant realm, okay, when they're in that software. For example, in Erin's case, she wants to go to late 1800s England. Everything is black and white. This film is it seems to be using AI technology to create some of this. When you think of Charles Band, you normally think of the standard, old school 80s and 90s practical effects, but he's updating with the times here. The only thing that I'll mention for me that maybe stood out that didn't quite work is that Erin begins transforming into Jack the Ripper. So little by little, she's starting to wear like a black cloak, right? Her opera cloak. And then she's wearing an old timey top hat and things like that. Pretty soon, she's starting to actually get like scars and like a dirty grime and a 5 o'clock shadow on her face. But then she's still got like her modern day kind of like goth girl clothes on underneath. And it doesn't quite mix. The costuming is very strange. I just don't think it plays. I think the actors do a great job in this, but that particular choice makes it to where you're kind of like, I don't know if I'm taking this seriously now. But Freddy Krueger, she is not. That might take you out, but overall, like I say, the performances are great in this. There's a lot of little twists. There's some red herrings, some things that throw you around. These are low budget B movies, and they're gonna have some gore. They're gonna have some frights, and they're gonna have some sex. And yet, it's not the main focus. It is the prelude, if you will, to the kill. And you're gonna get plenty of blood. You're gonna get all those things if that's what you're looking for. And so I think that they've done a great job in creating something that you can say, you know what, this is above your standard, I don't even want to say B movie horror. I'm saying like C or D movie horror that you get from independent cinema. Maybe that's your aesthetic, but I've reviewed some pretty terrible stuff lately. And when you see someone who's a veteran who knows how to, make a good looking film on a budget, it really stands out. So Charles Band with Quadrant, I suggest you go seek it out. It is on Amazon Prime. It's on Tubi. You can even go to the Full Moon Features website, find it there. So this may be something just to check out as we're getting into the Halloween season. This might whet your appetite if you love that true crime, horror and all that kind of excitement. It's there in Quadrant. But we'll be back with more, so stay subscribed here on the Pop Geeks YouTube channel. I'm your 5 minute film freak, and we'll check you later.